The Memphis Grizzlies are looking like one of the best teams in basketball. As of their last win last night against the Phoenix Suns, they have officially gone on a 10-game winning streak and are tied with the Denver Nuggets right now for the best record in the West and are 2 games short of the Boston Celtics from being the best record in basketball. And honestly, it's been so incredible to watch this team play, as Basketball Reference as of January 17th states that the Grizzlies have a top 10 offense, 10th, and are first in defensive rating due to, honestly, the return of Jaren Jackson Jr. after his offseason injury. What Jaren Jackson Jr. has been able to do for this team has been nothing short of remarkable, along with the stepping up of Desmond Bane as a second scoring option, and obviously the man that J. Cole once rapped about, Ja Morant, is on his Grizzly. Now, while his true shooting has somewhat declined a little bit over the course of this season, and his three-pointer is not looking like the 40% that it was for the first 20-ish games of the season, Ja's made tiny steps, and I think it's more so that his supporting pieces have started to make those bigger steps to showing us why the Memphis Grizzlies are legitimate contenders. Now, guys, before getting into this analysis, I wanted to remind you guys, me and my buddy Dream Hoops have a Discord, so go ahead and join that when you get a chance. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. Your guys' support has been, again, nothing short of incredible. I am absolutely blessed for everything you guys have done for me. So, guys, let's really get into why the Memphis Grizzlies might just be legitimate title contenders in the NBA. And we're going to do that by first looking at the impact of Jaren Jackson Jr. So let's get a look. So on this first play coming up right here, we're going to see the value of Jaren Jackson Jr. as a rim protector very simply. As you're going to see here, Tyus Jones is going to try and take this P&R. But what you notice here is Jaren Jackson goes into drop coverage, so that way he's able to defend the attacking man at the rim and is able to then, due to Jones trying to turn in, gets the easy swat. Now on this upcoming play right here, what we're going to see is off of the P&R attempt right up here, as we're going to take a note, Buddy Hield gets the ball and tries to drive inwards. And due to Steven Adams starting to go in, slightly slows him down, but Jaren Jackson Jr. times his jump perfectly to get that left-handed block off of Buddy Hield for a great defensive stop. Now, B-Ball Index, you guys, has shown some incredibly important stats for Jaren Jackson Jr. on both sides of the ball to remind us just how valuable he is. Jaren Jackson Jr. is 50% on pull-up and corner threes, which would put him in the 91st and 87th percentile in the NBA, respectively. So Jaren Jackson Jr. is obviously showing some form of offensive value for the Grizzlies, as we all can know. And what's even more impressive is Jaren Jackson Jr. has a minus 12.20 rim field goal percentage, which would put him in the 99th percentile. Now, just a reminder, what that means is when a guy goes to the rim, Jaren Jackson Jr. makes that shot 12% less likely of it being a field goal. That's an incredibly impressive feat. And as I talked about in my All-Star video, Jaren Jackson Jr. might just be Defensive Player of the Year. So to see his offense stay consistent to be a third scoring option, along with an incredible defensive anchor, we can see why the Grizzlies are contenders. Now we're going to talk about Ja Morant as a playmaker. So what we're going to see here is off the screen by Bain, and now he's going to get the pick off of Adams. What he does here is so impressive. You're going to see the defense commit, but also keep their eyes fixated on Adams because they know Ja loves to get that kind of pick and a roll. What's even more important is he then hits Zaire Williams, who takes advantage of the ball watching by the opposing team. And what here is super impressive is stopping the overhead pass to then go for a bounce pass on the drive by Bain for an easy layup. Ja has been so much better at manipulating teams through the P&R due to his incredible driving ability, and that has also helped create many open shots for his teammates. According to B-Ball Index, Ja has a box creation of 15, which is in the 100th percentile in the NBA. Again, box creation is just the number of open shots generated for your teammates, so Ja's operating 15 open looks for his teammates, which obviously we've been able to see through some of these highlights. Ja, of course, is an incredible rim player, as we already know, and his three-point percentage has unfortunately dwindled as the year has gone on, but I think what's been made more important is that Ja's been helping his pieces around him truly grow and develop into their own scoring right, and now we're going to see how they become so much better as a complete team as Ja helps become a much better facilitator over the course of this season. And of course, we have one last facet to look at as to why the Grizzlies might just be contenders. And it's because of the true emergence of Desmond Bane. So what we're going to see here is off the incredible dribble move and handoff to Adams. gets the nice screen, and what he does is he immediately is able to plant his feet and just take the shot. His release is so quick and fluid that it doesn't even matter how close the incoming man is, he's able to just drain the three. Now what we're going to see here is the use of Bain similar to Ja in that they love to use him off P&Rs. So as we see here, Conchar sets a nice little screen, and now he's going to get that staggered screen almost with Brandon Clark starting to get a little something going. And he just gets that opportunity, because of how good he is as a mid-range shooter now, to then just take, again, advantage of the three, and it's an easy make. According to B-Ball Index, you guys, Desmond Bane is in the 85th percentile in almost all forms of shooting threes, aside from catch and shoot. Now, here's what's so incredibly impressive about that, you guys. It's that Desmond Bane means he's creating his own shot. He doesn't have to just stand in the corner anymore for Ja to give him a nice little drive and kick. He instead is able to then generate for himself or even for others. And now that means we're going to see the second scoring option of the Grizzlies truly emerge through Desmond Bane instead of Jaren Jackson Jr., the guy who we all thought was going to be the running mate for Ja. Now, obviously, these two pieces are equally important. I'm not at all trying to say one is more or less important, because obviously Jaren Jackson Jr. is the defensive anchor for this team, taking them from one of the worst defenses in the league to the best by defensive rating as of late because of his return. And Desmond Bane just helps make them an even more versatile team all around. So why do I think the Memphis Grizzlies are true contenders? I think it's because they're truly starting to realize their identity just in terms of who their second and third options are. Because I would argue up until this season, it was kind of obvious what they were trying to do. They were trying to get their two lottery guys in Ja and Jaren Jackson Jr. to be their two foundational pieces. And obviously, I would say these two are part of their foundational pieces, but I think Desmond Bane has emerged from just a role player to nice second piece to now he might just be the second scoring option on a championship level team. Now, do I think it will necessarily mean they win this year? I'm not sure. To be honest, it all depends on the health of certain teams and who they end up matching against. Because the West right now has so many interesting and dynamic matchups, I'm not quite sure who Memphis would play and how they would win or lose. But it's just so hard to deny that this team has become so well-rounded, has such good depth, and Taylor Jenkins has done nothing short of being an incredible coach for these last 2 to 3 seasons, that we need to look at the Memphis Grizzlies as contenders. As always, guys, this was Emster Knows Hoops. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you all for your support. Have a good rest of your day, and peace out.